Electric Sheep Minion. Really Electric Sheep Minion. Yes, folks, I had a little bit of news from Ardo. He's in Finland. He's a little bit on the razz with a friend of his, so he's not sure whether he's going to be able to stay awake or not. So I said, do the right thing, Ardo. Crack open another drink and just drink your way through the quiz. That's what it's all about. I mean, he wouldn't want to miss the Finnish question that I put in the quiz for him. Really, Electric Sheep Minion, lost my old login somehow. Yeah, I would say Streamlabs got wise to you. Okay, so if you're not on Streamlabs, come across and join in. Type George into the chat, which will get you into tonight's draw. Well, it's good news all round. Ardo's still awake. He stuck his tongue out at me. Her indoors is here. Looking absolutely spectacular, I have to say. But I think I need to go to Specsavers.
Hey, don't start.
I have to start. It's what I do. Oh, Jesus. Here she goes. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, just behind me, her indoors is crawling on the floor. So you can't see her. SRB 10:55, top of the evening to you. Mr. Crowther wants to know, does anyone know how Ireland did the rugby at the weekend? I've been offline, yeah. Mon Dieu! Dashing Dave at it already. Minion Jesse said he thinks they did 77-0. No, that was the English playing the Italians. Let's not mention the Italians in case anybody from the Mafia is listening. Just whenever you're ready, her indoors, we can start the show. It's really just, honestly, these people have nothing else to do. It's a stormy night. No one wants to leave their computer. Arto is trying his best to stay awake. He's drinking more Finnish vodka, maybe. He's up in Finland, ladies and gentlemen. Did you do a dry run of the quiz tonight? Her indoors. You did?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've got a lot of faith in that it's going to go extremely well. Folks, what can I tell you? February 2020, Staying Connected quiz show. Well done, Liz. Well spotted. I'm caught in a time trap. Liz, whatever you do, you better phone Captain Beer, waking him up. Also, Pat the Beard, who is on tonight, by the way? Very few people popping on tonight. Liz the Legend's here, so there we go. We can start anyway. Liz, how are you? I've been sincerely concerned about you. I'm hoping that you're doing okay. You've got over your little glitch. So if you've got a pen and a piece of paper and you'd like me to start, let me know. Good man, Ardo. Get drunk for the cause. I'm so glad to hear you're doing well. Maybe I'll give you a call at the weekend. I'll give you a phone, or we could swing by and say hello. Now, Ardo, when you said you were with someone, you don't mean that you're with your little panda friend. You're actually, are you with a human being? You're trying to get Twitch on the television to watch with your man. At last, Somebody that's going to be clever joining your team. Well, a little bit more clever than Pat the Beard. Good evening, Dublin calling. Pete, nice that you could join us. How are you tonight, Pete? Are you pissed by any chance? Because Ardo's in Finland on the Raz. So I'm ready to go. Basically, if Liz can get Twitch on her television, she's ready to go. And if Liz is ready to go, Dashing Dave is here, bringing his wit and charm. Pete's arrives with a can of Guinness 0.0, obviously, because he's thinking, not drinking. Minion Jesse's watching the Northern Lights and snacking on some air-fried bamboo. Wow, sweet Jesus. Pete, that sounds a little bit suspect. I had a few wrist warmers. Alrighty, thanks Sophie and Senna. Now folks, please remember this is a family show, but we are all basically family and we can do and say anything because no one's going to get upset. Let's get tonight's show started. Alrighty, boom boom, shake the room. Welcome to any of the minions that have joined us tonight. Only seen a few in the chat, wondering where the rest of them are. Were they arrested after they misbehaved at the amusement park they went to during the weekend? Question number 1 in tonight's show. What Homer Simpson expression of frustration was added to the Oxford English Dictionary in 2001? What Homer Simpson expression of frustration was added to the Oxford English Dictionary in 2001? Question number 2. In animation, what does CGI stand for? Glad to see Micah has bailed the minions out, misbehaving at an amusement park. That's what happens when you smuggle in a bottle of spirits in your bag. Good evening, Captain Beer. It seems that he's just woke up. Question number 3. Where is Pat the Beard? No, that's not question number 3. Question number 3. What is created by a cartographer or a cartographer? What is created by a cartographer or a cartographer? Your next question, question number 4. What does the EF stand for in the UN organization UNICEF? What does the EF stand for in the UN organization UNICEF? Question number 5. Jan the Man asking, during the 2021 Formula 1 season, Lando Norris drove for which team? For really Electric Sheep Minion, just to let you know that Formula 1, it's a sport involving a very fast car. During the 2021 Formula 1 season, Lando Norris drove for which team? Question number 6 tonight. What's the term for a single banana in a bunch? Is it a finger, a toe, or a claw? What's the term? What's the term for a single banana in a bunch? Is it finger, toe, or claw? Arto's lost his Wi-Fi. Question 2 is, what does CGI stand for? Question 3, what is created by a cartographer or cartographer? Number 4, what do the EF stand for in the UN organization UNICEF? And number 5, Lando Norris drove for which Formula 1 team in 2021? There you go, Otto. That's the best I can do for you, buddy. Number 7, what is the shape of Harry Potter's forehead scar? Thought I'd put a question in that makes Liz feel extremely clever, albeit for a second or two. Question number... Holy Moses! You got it, folks. It is bonus question time. So, get your fingers on the keys. I'm going to show you a picture, and it's a close-up of something, and the first person that types in what they think it is can get their name added to the team. So, what is this a close-up of? What is this a close-up of? Let me just get a timer ready, 25 seconds. Timer started, boom. What is this a close-up picture of? Type your answers into the chat to get your name entered on the Spin the Wheel for the first time tonight. What is this a close-up picture of? Come on, everybody. You've got 10 seconds left to type it in. Boom. Electric Sheep Minion. Cigarette is the correct answer. Liz the Legend. What the hell does your skin look like? Okay, Electric Sheep Minion, you're in first on the Spin the Wheel. Congratulations. Her indoors has absolutely and utterly, for some reason, totally deserted me.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Oh, yes, you bloody well has. Okay, let me see. Electric Sheep Minion. You were making coffee? Alrighty, question number 8.
Do you want it or not?
What V is the lower muscular chambers of the heart that pump out blood? What is it called?
Don't be friendly.
What V is the 2 lower muscular chambers of the heart that pump out blood? Thank you very much, Her Indoors, for a cup of coffee. Cheers. Number 9. Question number 9 is for the clever people.
Me.
A cube has how many edges? So we know what you're going to do now. We want you to sit and draw a cube. God knows what are those cubes going to look like, because apparently cubes in Finland are a little bit different after a few swallies. Her Indoors is on form tonight. She said maybe Ardo could go outside and make a snowman and WhatsApp me a picture so I could show you all. Even better, if you're with someone, send them outside. It's Dingbat time. Alrighty. So 5 points up for grabs in tonight's Dingbat and the anagrams. 5 points up for grabs. Solve this Dingbat to reveal a well-known title. Solve this Dingbat to reveal a well-known title. So that's your first round over and done. Arto has just sent me a WhatsApp video of his Wi-Fi. I don't think he'll be getting on the spin the wheel at any stage tonight, I can tell you. Thank you very much, Pete in Dublin, for your kind donation to the virtual tip jar. Alrighty, I'm just going to put the links into the chat if you'd like to send a little donation to the virtual tip jar. Thank you very much, Pete in Dublin. I just got a little ping on my phone to say that you sent over a little donation through PayPal. Thank you very much indeed. Can't believe Dashing Dave got in straight away and mentioned the rugby. It's only because England done so well against Italy. Let's see how well they do against Ireland. Now, folks, round 2, double points. 3-letter movie picture round. So I'm going to show you a picture from 10, or a slide from 10 movies. The names of the movies are 3 letters. Arto's going to WhatsApp me some jokes for half time. I'll read them out at half time and pretend that he's... in fact, what I might do is just forward them on to Jesse, and Jesse can type them and pretend he's Arto. Here is number 1. Thank you very much, Arto. Enjoy yourself up in Finland, my friend. WhatsApp me a few photographs if you get any snowmen built. Number 2. Number 3. Remember, all of these movies have 3 letters in the title. Take care, Arto, and enjoy the replay. And I'm currently receiving your jokes via WhatsApp. I'm going to forward them on to Jesse. Jesse's going to actually be funny for a change. Well, maybe. Number 4. Oh dear, Pete in Dublin's loving this round. You know what that means, don't you? He's got 1 right and he's feeling pretty confident. Thank you very much, J.M. Van Hastrik, for your kind donation, and Mevrouw or Prevo. Number 5. I enjoyed this movie, so when you see the title of this one, write it down somewhere and look it up. There's 2 of them actually, quite good. Number 6. Thank you very much, Captain Beer, for your kind donation to the virtual tip jar. Cheers. So strange reading Ardo's jokes. You're only getting the joke and not the answer. Number 7. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Number 8. When I see this lady on number 8, she reminds me so much of her indoors. They're basically like twins. How long have we been doing this? I mean, her indoors is just starting to realise now that she's actually running at a little delay to me live. She's just said to me, how come we're on number 6 when I'm looking at number 8 and talking about number 8? We only done this 72 times weekly, and then we done it monthly. And you haven't even realised that you have like a delay like everybody else does. That's so you can stop people being rude. I mean, how many times do you have to... Jesus. Number 9. Thank you very much, Liz the Legend, for your kind donation to the virtual tip jar. Have a little bit of news coming up, folks, at halftime. I need to double check the dates, but going live again at the Fiddler. This is the last one, number 10. 3-letter movie round. Okay, so let's run through the picture round one more time. Remember, it's double points for the picture round. This is number 1, 3-letter movie round.
I'm still on the first time.
Pete is good. I finally worked out why Pete's good at this, because there's only 3 letters in the answer.
3 letters or 3 letters?
3 letters, and everybody else has, yes, 3 letters. It doesn't take much to confuse you, her indoors, does it? Number 2. And number 3. You know, I really wish at times I had a couple of things set up for these quiz shows. One is another camera, so you can actually see and hear what her indoors says off the screen. And the other thing I'd like to really have set up would be, no, not a shotgun, like a cattle prod, so I could throw, I don't know, 400 volts through her anytime she upsets me. Number 5. Still asking the people what the questions are, so you calling out the answers next to me doesn't really help things are indoors. Alrighty, number 6. 1 out of 10, eh? Oh, God. Number 7. 3-letter titles in the movie round. Yes, I got a message earlier on today. Christopher from Armagh is going to be joining us tonight. He's decided he's going to miss Coronation Street and watch the show tonight. Awful decent of him, what can I tell you? Number 8. What's the title of this movie? Her and Dora's twin sister stars in the show. Number 9. And your last one in this picture round, number 10. So if you haven't already typed George into the chat, do so now. Let me have a little look and see. Okay, here we go. Number 3. Doors, you were already in. How many times do you want to enter? Pete in Dublin has already entered too. Why? Everybody's typing George now. Do you think you're going to go in a second time?
Yeah.
Question number 1. What animal does Capricorn represent? They're all at it, is right. I don't see minions typing William. Question number 2. Who was the MC of the original Muppet Show? That sounds like a familiar story, Pete. I only entered once. Question number 3. Frédéric Chopin and Lang Lang are both notable players of what instrument? Yeah, the Russian ice skater is like me sending you a message, and the lady sitting next to her is like her indoors sending the same message. Question number 4. Tips on the nips. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, only one. Yes, unfortunately, her indoors had disappeared, and I didn't get the chance to do what I have been attempting to do in one breath since we've started doing this ridiculous part of the bonus question, Spin the Wheel. So if you're ready to go, I'm ready to go. Here we go. Nads on the pads, floppers on the choppers, fingers on the type, tips on the nips, flickers on the clickers, thumbs on the nums, delay on the twitch, choppers on the blockers. Holy moly! Piggies in the market, cocks in the box, bones on the stones, fingers in the holsters, peckers in the pockets. Pricks on the ticks, bones on the stones, kickers on the tickers, toads on the roads, knockers on the blockers, knickers on the twists, tips on the taps, pips on the bops, winner on the spinner, holy moly, moly poly, polies on the molies, clowns in the funhouse, heat on the feet, diddle on the fiddle, eyes on the prize, toddlers in the blender, pings on the strings, poodle on the noodle, hurling on the ticks, elves on the shelves. I think that's about it. Name this a tourist attraction. Where is it and what is it called? Go! You've got 25 seconds. And I've done my own stopwatch tonight because Her Indoors hasn't even got it set up. Minion Jesse's wrong. Dublin Pete. Boom! Correct and right. Dublin Pete next on the spin the wheel. Okay, question number 4. How many months of the year have 31 days? How many months of the year have 31 days? How indoors you're using the fingers, ladies and gentlemen. Jesse, thank you for your kind donation to the virtual tip jar. Question number 5. Jan the Man asks our sport question: with which sport do you associate Tyson Fury? With which sport do you associate Tyson Fury? Question number 6. What movie gained Steven Spielberg's second Best Director Oscar? I gave you a clue because I didn't want you getting upset writing down Schindler's List. That was his first one. What movie gained Steven Spielberg's second Best Director Oscar? Behave yourself, Pete. Question number 7. Podophobia is the irrational fear of which part of the body? Podophobia is the irrational fear of which part of the body? Your next question. Multiple guess. A third wedding anniversary is traditionally represented by which material? Is it wood, iron, or leather? Iron. Iron is wrong. Is it wood, iron, or leather? What? When I give... Yes, thanks very much for that, Dashing Dave. Not to be confused with pedophobia. Phobia. That's something totally different. And number 9. Which country has the internet domain .cn? And number 10 is indeed our anagram. Copywriting mails me. It's an anagram of which international event? Happy birthday, Frank! In case you're catching this after going to the Naked Netball on the replay show. So write down copywriting mails me. Mix the letters up and you might get 5 bonus points. It's an anagram of which international event? Okay, folks, so I'm going to give you the answers to the first 3 rounds. Don't forget, if you are watching this on Facebook or on YouTube, come across to twitch.tv/Irish question mark and you can join us in the chat room. You can also enter tonight's draw simply by writing George in the chat. Thank you very much for anyone that has sent in a donation to the virtual tip jar. I'm just going to pop the links back into the chat. Thank you very much indeed, folks. Yes, the big news that I received during the week is that the Fiddler is up and going again, opening full hours. And my first quiz show, I do believe, is on Tuesday, the 1st of March. Her indoors, can you double check that that's a Tuesday? The 1st of March. It just gives me extra time to leave this video on so Liz can get up and do her thing. Slap on her thigh, answer time. Wonderful. Tuesday, the 1st of March, back live in the Fiddler. Question number 1 was, what Homer Simpson expression was added to the Oxford English Dictionary in 2001? 1 point if you wrote duh. 1 point for duh. Question number 2. In animation, what does CGI stand for? Computer generated image. Number 3, what is created by a cartographer? The answer is maps. Also wishing Alan well from the White Horse. He's caught COVID for a second time. Everyone's a winner, Al. Hoping to get back to the White Horse very shortly. It looks like it'll be April. Number 4, what does the EF stand for in the UN organization UNICEF? 1.4, Emergency Fund. Number 5, during the 2021 Formula 1 season, Lando Norris drove for which team? The correct answer was McLaren for 1 point. First round answers, number 6. So what's the term for a single banana in a bunch? Is it a finger, a toe, or a claw? Her indoors, what do you think a single banana is called? You know, you get a bunch of bananas. Finger is the correct answer, even though her indoors thought it was a toe. How often do you go to the local supermarket and say, can I have a banana toe, please? It's a family show, her indoors. What is the shape used loosely of Harry Potter's forehead scar? Come on, Liz. It is, of course, a lightning bolt. We'll also accept a zigzag just before Captain Beer starts whinging. Number 8. What V is the 2 lower muscular chambers of the heart that pump out blood? Ventricle is the correct answer. There you go, Electric Sheep Minion making excuses for not typing the correct answers to the rest of the minions. Toe is the word for a single camel, according to Dashing Dave. He does need to get out more often. Number 9, a cube has how many edges? The correct answer is 12. And number 10, in our first round, it was a dingbat. Well, what do you see? You see the word mom in the middle of the word police. The correct answer for 5 points, mother-in-law. Mother-in-law. Hey, look who it is. Rob the Sign Man. The 3-letter movie round. Number 1. What did you think number 1 movie was, her indoors? Ted is correct. Give yourself 2 points. Your first 2 points of the evening, I presume. Question number 2. What is the name of this movie? XXX is the answer that I was looking for. Number 3. If you have a little look in the background, there's some diagrams of arrows and projectiles going into someone sitting. It is JFK. Number 4 is not Goldfinger Dashing Dave, because there's too many letters in Goldfinger. It is a movie called Spy. And number 5, the one that I recommended, Red. Remember, 2 points for any correct answers in the round. Piggy at the market. Alrighty. Her indoors, pass me over that sheet, please. Thank you very much indeed. Let me have a little look what I put on next. Oh, yes. I really like this one. Okay. On what address would you find this? And I'm about to show you a photograph. When you see the photograph, this is the time that you type into the chat your answer. And then if you are first into the chat, you might get your name on the spin the wheel. Electric Sheep Minion, no need to enter this part, or Pete in Dublin, because you two are already on the wheel. So, on what address would you find this? Start the clock, her indoors. Boom! It's a letterbox, but a very special letterbox. On what address would you find this? Liz the Legend. Boom Shakala, Downing Street number 10. Liz the Living Legend. I bet you Liz's husband guessed that right. Captain Beer said 11 Downing Street. Dashing Dave wrote 11 Downing Street. And it was Liz the Legend's husband that got it correct. See, I just know these things. Double points if you had Rio. Would you like to do a little burst of song from Rio by Duran Duran, her indoors? I actually forgot to put a singing song one in. Oh, no. I'll have to make up for that. Okay, I'm glad I didn't. Number 7. What's the name of this movie? The movie is called Tag, for 2 points. Number 8. Gia is the correct answer. Double points if you guessed any of these 3-letter movie titles. How are you getting on, Pete in Dublin? Number 9. Boxing match. Ali was the answer I was looking for this one. And the last one in the double point round, number 10, is Joy. So, number 1 was Ted. Number 2 was XXX. Number 3, JFK. Number 4, Spy. Number 5, Red. 6, Rio. 7, Tag. Number 8, Gia. Number 9, Ali. And number 10, Joy. Okay, let's move on. Back to 1 point for each correct answer. And if you believe Pete in Dublin is playing a blinder tonight, you must be as blind drunk as he is. Question number 1, round 3. What animal does Capricorn represent? It represents a goat. Number 2, 1 point if you get this right. Who was the original MC of the Muppet Show? It was indeed Mr. Kermit the Frog. Herman Doors, would you like to do an impersonation of Kermit the Frog? Wow, that puts me in my box. And number 3, Frederick Chopin and Lang Lang are both notable players of what instrument? The correct answer is the piano. Number 4, how many months of the year have 31 days? Herman Doors? She's got 1 extra. It is 7. January, March, May, July, August, October, and December. What other month has 31 days, Herman Doors? Number 5. With which sport do you associate Tyson Fury? The correct answer is boxing. Number 6. What movie gained Steven Spielberg's second best director Oscar after Schindler's List? The correct answer is Saving Private Ryan. Your next one, number 7. Podophobia is the irrational fear of what part of the body? You suffer from this, Herman Doors. Feet is correct. Podophobia is the irrational fear of feet. Number 8. A third wedding anniversary is traditionally represented by which material? The correct answer is leather. Were you waiting to tell that joke? Thank God it wasn't iron, is what Herman Doors whispered. You see, nobody can hear you because you're off the microphone. Can you hear yourself talking? No, neither can I. Number 9. Which country has the internet domain .cn? It is China. And at number 10, look who it is, doing her stuff, Liz the Legend. Copywriting Mails Me is an anagram of which international event? Well, it could only be the Winter Olympic Games. Did Pete in Dublin get that one for 5 points? That's what I'm wondering. If he did, then he's definitely playing a blinder. Folks, it is half time. Boom shaka-lang. I'm going to have a very quick break, and in the meanwhile, I'm going to send Jesse Arto's jokes from Finland. Back with you very shortly. Kermie. Dashing Dave's impersonation. You thought that sounded more like Miss Piggy. I got the sheep minion coming in there. I tried to organise a professional hide and seek tournament, but it was a complete failure. Good players are hard to find. I like it. What's the difference between a well-dressed on a bicycle and a poorly dressed on a bicycle? Attire. Liz. Where do you learn to make a banana split? Haven't got a clue. Where do you learn to make a banana split, Jesse? Sunday school. Come back, Ardo. All is forgiven. That's all I've got to say. Right, folks, let's get the second half of tonight's show started. Yes, the news about the Fiddler is that I'm going back live in the Fiddler on Tuesday, the 1st of March. It is highly recommended that you reserve a table. And that is because we are expecting a full house. Reserve a table. I will be going... making announcements tomorrow night online, and also the Fiddler will be putting it on their Facebook page tomorrow night. It's already on my website and it's already on the Fiddler website, but we haven't actually made the announcement first. I thought it would be nice to let you organize your tables first. Okay, so let's get started. Round 4, question number 1. What is the name of the actress who plays Trinity in the Matrix movies? Why don't eggs tell jokes? They never get the yolk. They'd crack each other up. So, round 4, question number 1. What is the name of the actress who plays Trinity in the Matrix movie? Now, Christopher and Armand, you should know this because you have all the Matrix DVDs in your collection. Number 2, a martini is made from gin and what other spirit? Being a James Bond fan, you should know this too. A martini is made from gin and what other spirit? Number 3. What does a philosopher collect? Is it autographs, interesting facts, or cleansing products? What does a philosopher collect? Autographs, interesting facts, or cleansing products? Number 4. What title character was advised in Shakespeare at least to beware the Ides of March? What title character was advised in Shakespeare, beware the Ides of March? Hackers in the pocket. Alrighty folks, bonus question time. So, Electric Sheep Minion, you're already on the list. Pete in Dublin's on the list. And Liz the Legend, or Liz the Legend, or Herondors Mark II, you're also on the list. The question is, what city is this a picture of? Herondors, are you ready to go with your timer?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, boom. What city is this a picture of? Okay, we have the timer. Type the answer into the chat if you can, please, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Minion Jesse. Boom shakala. Barcelona is correct. Now that was rather quick, I think. What do you think, Herondors? Beat the timer. Dashing Dave wrote Barca. He's just woke up. Number 5, which dart player has the nickname Mighty Mike? Herondors. Slight delay with the whistle tonight, but I like the way you're thinking. Which dart player has the nickname Mighty Mike? Mike, what's his name? I thought you were going to say the answer. Number 6. A horse's height is traditionally measured with what body part? I don't know whether Herondors is dancing or doing a mime act. A horse's height is traditionally measured with what body part? Number 7. What first name and surname is shared by the drummers in Duran Duran and Queen? A corona sneeze. Excuse me. What first name and surname is shared by the drummers in Duran Duran and Queen? I'll ask the question a third time because you're sitting next to me and you didn't hear it. What first name and surname is shared by the drummers in Duran Duran and Queen? I think I'm allergic to Herondors. Yay, everyone's a winner. I like this question, folks, which probably means that you don't. Because it included fatalities, actual on-screen deaths, what video game was the first to earn an M for mature rating on the ESRB? which of course you all know is the Entertainment Software Rating Board. Because it included fatalities, actual screen deaths, what video game was the first to earn M for mature rating from the ESRB? Number 9. How is the singer-born Sherilyn Sarsian better and legally known today? How is the singer-born Sherilyn Sarsian better and legally known today? It's Dingbat Man. Five points if you guess what this dingbat is. The answer is right in front of you. It is so easy, it is embarrassing. Solve this dingbat to reveal a 2-word answer. 5 points up for grabs if you can guess this one right. Alrighty, round 5 is around the world. Question number 1. What color is the Star of David of the flag of Israel? What color is the Star of David of the flag of Israel? I'd like to thank Gary, but this is the guy that I thought was Pete from Dublin for such a long time. Then I suddenly realised it wasn't Pete from Dublin, it was Gary. Where's Gary from, her indoors? But of course he is, Gary from Ipswich, who we hope to see in the Sherlock Holmes as soon as the Sherlock Holmes opens. Question number 2 from the Around the World. In terms of surface area, I like this one. Which is the smallest of the 27 member states of the European Union? In terms of area, what is the smallest of the 27 member states of the European Union? Your next question, question number 3. What are the names of the 3 countries, sovereign states in the world that begin with the letter F? What are the name of the 3 countries in the world that begin with the letter F and they are sovereign states? Dublin Pete heard that the Sherlock's is reopening at the end of March. I shall shoot off a little email and ask them when it is opening. What are the names of the 3 countries in the world that begin with the letter F? They are sovereign states, these countries. 3 points up for grabs. The Mariana Trench, the deepest point on Earth, is in what ocean? The Mariana Trench, the deepest point on Earth, is in what ocean? Dublin Pete saying it's probably Sully, making it up. Dublin, Sully. Colin making it up. Number 5. Jan the Man. Well done, her indoors. Which city hosted the 1992 Summer Olympic Games? Which city hosted the 1992 Summer Olympic Games? Dublin Pete, you're going to have to get yourself sorted, get the weekend off and come across to the Sherlock Holmes, so we can organise some other of the teams from the online shows to come over and meet you in the flesh. They won't be disappointed. Number 6. The Congo River empties into what ocean? The Congo River empties into what ocean? Your next question, question number 7. What is either South American country that does not border Brazil? So 2 points up for grabs if you're feeling clever, or if you're not, just guess one. Question number 8. The Serbian capital of Belgrada lies at the confluence of the Sava and what other river? The Serbian capital of Belgrada lies at the confluence of the Sava and what other river? Number 9. In the flag of the Soviet Union, in addition to the hammer and sickle, was a star with how many points on the star? And your last question in the Around the World round. Which Spanish city, now better known as a tourist destination, was in 1881 the birthplace of Pablo Picasso? Which Spanish city is the birthplace of Pablo Picasso? Okay, moving on to our last round in our quiz show tonight. If you're watching it on replay on YouTube, I hope you're enjoying the show so far. Here is the question number 1 from our last round. It's Bruce Springsteen question. What Bruce Springsteen song has won this Triple Crown? The Oscar for Best Original Song, Golden Globe for Best Original Song, and the Grammy for Song of the Year. What Bruce Springsteen song won the Oscar for Best Original Song, Golden Globe for Best Original Song, and the Grammy for Song of the Year? Question number 2 in our last round. What was the number of the Apollo mission that was crippled in space in 1970? Through determination and rewiring, they managed to get it down safely. So what was the number of the Apollo mission? Question number 3. Choppers on the blockers. Alrighty, folks. You have the chance to go on the spin the wheel for a wonderful, amazing, absolutely fantastic prize that I brought back from Ireland. Like the Sheep Minion, you're already on it. Pete in Dublin, you can get it in Ireland. Liz the Legend, you're on the spin the wheel, and Minion Jesse. Okay, here is the question. In which city is this photograph taken? Boom! In which city is this photo taken? Minion Micah, Paris is the correct answer. Minion Micah's on fire tonight. Congratulations, well done, Micah. You now go on the... She just loves to let the timer run out, the little alarm going. Micah goes on the spin the wheel. Let's move in swiftly along. Number 3. Who created the bronze sculpture known as the Thinker? As opposed to the Tinker, that's something else. Dashing Dave would know all about it. Gay Paris. Who created the bronze sculpture known as the Thinker? Number 4. In which 1996 movie did the Scottish actor Robert Carlyle play an aggressive alcoholic psychopath named Francis Franco Begbie? What was the name of the movie? Number 5. Thank you very much, Aaron Doors. Which Australian city is to host the 2032 Summer Olympics? Which Australian city is to host the 2032 Summer Olympics? Would you like a clue, Aaron Doors? It's in Australia. Minion Jesse's guessing Tokyo. Number 6. What would you normally do with a galette? Keep your thoughts clean, folks. It is a family show, as well you know. Christopher, do not type any X-rated messages to me or her indoors when you're trying to answer this question. What would you normally do with a galette? Alrighty, number 7. This actor, Michael Crawford, recently celebrated his 80th birthday. What was the name of the accident-prone character Michael Crawford played in the series Some Mothers Do Have 'Em? And that's what he looked like. Oh, Betty was the name of his wife. What was the name of the accident-prone character that Michael Crawford played in Some Mothers Do Have 'Em? I do think Dashing Dave will get this one. I think he went to school with Michael Crawford. Number 8. What alcoholic ingredient is added to chilled citrus juice, usually orange juice, to make a mimosa cocktail? Mimosa. Did you know, Aaron Doors? Tuesday the 18th of January, National Winnie Pooh Day. National Winnie Pooh Day. National Winnie the Pooh Day. Okay. We missed it. Oh, Pooh. Who wrote the Winnie the Pooh books? Who wrote the Winnie the Pooh books? Dashing Dave, you should count your blessings. You're lucky the cat only done a whoopsie on your trousers. Yeah. I know. It's beret, not his trousers, yeah. You're both showing your age. Number 10. Dingbat Man. Our last question of the quiz tonight. Remember, we do this once a month, folks, just to stay connected to the likes of Gary, that we thought was Pete in Dublin. Pete in Dublin that we didn't ever think was Gary, and anyone else that's externally outside the walls of The Hague or Holland in general that doesn't come to our live shows, like Christopher and Armagh. Solve this dingbat to reveal a well-known two-word phrase. Solve this dingbat to reveal a well-known two-word phrase. The cat's done a whoopsie on my trousers. Wasn't that on National We Need a Poo Day? Did I get that horribly wrong? Oh, wow. Okay, folks, here are your answers to the second half of our show. Having a look at some of our friends and previous winners. Yes, indeed, still got some mystery prizes to send out. Thank you very much for anyone that has put a little contribution into the virtual tip jar. The link is now in the chat if you'd like to follow the links and drop a couple of euros in. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, let's get the answers for the second half. And Amanda sent me a message today saying that she loved her mystery prize. I must get her to send me a photograph. 1 point for each correct answer if you get them right. Question number 1 was, what is the name of the actress who plays Trinity in the Matrix movies? 1 point for Carrie-Anne Moss. Question number 2. A martini is made from gin and what other spirit? The correct answer is vermouth. Number 3. What does a photographer collect? The correct answer is autographs. Number 4. What title character was advised in Shakespeare at least to beware the Ides of March? Julius Caesar is correct, her indoors. She's so clever, it's frightening. Number 5. Jan the Man. Which dart player has the nickname Mighty Mike? Michael van Gerwen, the Dutchman with the shiny head. 1 point for each correct answer. Number 6. A horse's height is traditionally measured by what body part? The correct answer is, of course, hands. Number 7. What first name and surname is shared by the drummers in Duran Duran and Queen? Roger Taylor is correct. Number 8. Because it included fatalities, actual on-screen deaths, what video game was the first to earn an M for mature rating with the Entertainment Software Rating Board? I remember this game and played it often. Mortal Kombat. Number 9. Marvin Lee Day passed away recently. What was his stage name and recording name? Now you see, the answer I was looking for was Meatloaf, but it would be mission impossible for you to get that one because I didn't ask it the first time round. Did anybody else notice that, or was it just me? Okay, moving swiftly along. Number 10. 5 points up for grabs if you get this dingbat. What is it? Well, what is the word good doing? It is looking. Good looking for 5 points. Round the world, 1 point for each correct answer. It was the sure question indeed, Pete. It'll not be long before she's following Meatloaf. What colour is the Star of David on the flag of Israel? The correct answer is blue for 1 point. Give yourself a point if you wrote down Cher. Give yourself 30 points if you wrote down Meatloaf. Question number 2. In terms of surface area, what is the smallest of the 27 member states of the European Union? The correct answer is, I like this question, Malta. Number 3. What are the names of the 3 countries, sovereign states, in the world that begin with the letter F? The correct answer is Fiji, Finland, and France. And this is one that Arto should know. And if Arto has woken up with a little bit of a heavy head and is watching this on the replay, I hope you're enjoying the show, Arto, and doing well. Don't forget to send me a picture of any snowmen you make in Finland. Number 4. The Mariana Trench, the deepest point on Earth, is in what ocean? The correct answer is the Pacific Ocean. Number 5. Jan the Man, which city hosted the 1992 Summer Olympic Games? Barcelona. Number 6. The Congo River empties into what ocean? The correct answer is the Atlantic. Number 7. What is either South American country that does not border Brazil? Ecuador or Chile? If you get both right, give yourself 2 points. If you only guessed one, give yourself 1 point. If you don't have Ecuador or Chile, give yourself bugger all. Number 8. The Serbian capital of Belgrada lies on the confluence of the Sava and what other river? The Danube, for 1 point. Number 9. The flag of the Soviet Union has a star with how many points? The correct answer is 5 points. But that's only for 1 point. And number 10. The Spanish city, the birthplace of Pablo Picasso, Malaga, is the correct answer. Moving into our last round of tonight's quiz show, here are your questions and answers. Question number 1, the Bruce Springsteen song that got the triple crown of Oscar for Best Original Song, Golden Globe for Best Original Song, and Grammy for Song of the Year was The Streets of Philadelphia. Question number 2. The number of the Apollo mission was Apollo 13. Number 3. Who created the bronze sculpture known as the Thinker? Rodin is the correct answer. Number 4. Fantastic movie. Robert Carlyle played an amazing character called Begbie. It was, of course, Trainspotting. Number 5. The Australian city that is due to host the 2032 Summer Olympics, that's if we get rid of COVID, it is Brisbane. Number 6, what would you normally do with a galette? Well, what you would normally do with a galette is, in fact, eat it. Served at different times of the year, they hide a little tiny statue in it, a little gift. And when I went to my French friend's house, I got the piece with a little gift, and it was a little king. Winner on the spinner. Okay. So, who's on the wheel so far? We have Let the Sheep Minion, Dublin Pete, Liz the Legend, Minion Jesse, and Minion Micah. Which city is this arch found in? Hit the timer there, Heron Doors. 1 more minion to go. Which city is this arch found in? Minion Rachel's wrong. Boom shakala. Dashing Dave is wrong with Rome. Liz the Legend has typed it in, but she's already on it. Who is going to type Paris next to be added to the spin the wheel? Her Indoors first to type Paris. Okay, Her Indoors goes on the spin the wheel. Dashing Dave was too slow. Question number 7. What was the name of the accident-prone character Michael Crawford played in Some Mothers Do Have Him? The answer is Frank Spencer. Not Betty. That was his wife. Oh, was that your... Do you want to do it again? Okay. Question number 8. The alcoholic ingredient added to chilled citrus juice, usually orange juice, to make a mimosa or a mimosa, as her indoors likes to say. It is champagne, but we will also accept Prosecco or any other type of sparkling wine. So basically, if you type anything apart from water, give yourself a point. Her indoors. Everybody else's name is down and you wrote Paris. Number 9. Who wrote the Winnie the Pooh books? This Wednesday night isn't really agreeing with her indoors. The correct answer is A.A. Milner. Minion Jesse says when you add Prosecco, it's a mimosa. Her indoors, what did you jump there for? Oh, number 10 was a dingbat worth 5 points. What do you see? You see the number 4. Where is it? It is in language, foreign language. Her indoors hates the dingbats because when she sees the answer, she realizes it's so obvious that Stevie Wonder would get them right. Alrighty, folks. Thank you very much indeed for anyone that has sent in a little donation. I'm going to put the links back into the chat. This is now the last time that you have the chance to type George into the chat. Her indoors, typing George into the chat again does not increase your chances. Okay. Liz the Legend, typing George does not increase your chances. Really, at the sheep minion, George the Third doesn't mean you get added 3 times. Her indoors, no more dingbats. Where's the dingbat man? That's what I want to know. Okay, what are we going to do first, her indoors? Spin the wheel or the draw? You'd like to do spin the wheel. Wrong one. Oh yeah. Just had a senior moment there and nearly basically forgot how to do spin the wheel. But we've got to do that. Not yet. Spin the wheel. Has the wheel appeared? Yes, indeed. Okay, her indoors. The sheet is winner number 1 will be Electric Sheep Minion. New teeth and all, apparently. Can't wait to get the photo. Number 2 is Pete in Dublin. Number 3 is Liz the Legend, thanks to our hubby. Number 4 is Minion Jesse. Number 5 is Minion Micah. And number 6 is Paris. Her indoors, in fact. So, totally randomly, give us a drum roll, her indoors. For spin the wheel? Okay. It's spinning. Winner number 2 has won, and winner number 2 is Pete in Dublin. Congratulations, Pete in Dublin. You are the winner from a mystery prize. Email me your address, Pete, and I'll get one in the post to you as soon as possible. Electric Sheep Minion is offering us a few different options to photos. With or without the teeth, or with the teeth, but not in the mouth. We'll leave it up to you, buddy. Fantastic. Congratulations, Pete. I'm really glad that you won the Spin the Wheel Mystery Prize. Pete's a virgin. Yeah, it's his first time for the Mystery Prize. Yes, indeed. Absolutely wonderful. Okie dokie. Now, time for the draw. Oh. This is the drum roll. Boom! The winner is SRB 1055. SRB 1055, you are a winner. SRB 1055, hold on a minute. Is it going to Dublin? Is it buggery? It's going to Ipswich. Congratulations, Gary B. Email me your address, Gary, and I'll put one in the post. So, what a coincidence. Gary B in Ipswich gets one sent to his house, and the person that I thought he was gets one sent to his house. So we got a mystery prize going off to Dublin tonight and going to Ipswich. Okay, folks, thank you very much indeed. Thanks for coming on. Don't forget, I'm going back live again here in The Hague on the Fiddler on March the 1st. Thanks for popping in once a month. Spread the word. Let's get some more people playing online, and come and see me on the Fiddler on the 1st of March. Her indoors. Thank you very much for staying awake and helping me tonight. Not once did you hear a snore. Thank you very much to Christopher joining us over in Armagh, and our two winners in Ipswich and in Dublin. Drop me an email, irishquestionmark@gmail.com, and I'll get them in the post. Folks, there's only one thing left for me to say, and that is thank you very much indeed. It's been an absolute pleasure and a privilege to stay connected to the people that are close to me in the quizzing world. So whatever you do, folks, get up off your chair, dance around your room, and stay the frank at home. See you the 1st of March at the Fiddler.
The whole world's caught a virus. You're not in this alone, but you can help to cure it. Just stay the fuck at home.
We're all stuck here in quarantine. It's like the Twilight Zone. To save the world, you only have to stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Don't you be a fucking dick.
Stay the fuck at home.
If you're locked down with your hubby or going in alone, sisters need to teach their men, stay the fuck at home.
Whether you've got 12 kids or you're living on your own, shut it down and isolate. Stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Watch Netflix in your underwear.
Just stay the fuck at home.
But I need the gym and I need the beach. We hear you bitch and moan. You need to grow a brain cell and stay the fuck at home.
But I feel fine, I don't feel sick. I'll go out on my own. I think of you, you selfish prick. Just stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Sit on the couch and do fuck all.
Stay the fuck at home. much faster than a hooker's leg, so stay the fuck at home.
To the doctors and the truckies, those who put food on our plate, you keep the whole place running so we can isolate.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
You can be a hero too.
Stay the fuck at home.
The only way to slow it down is isolate, not roam. Help the world get back on track and stay the fuck at home.
Sit on the couch and drink VV, get shit-faced on your own. We don't care what you're doing there, just stay the fuck at home.
If you need to contact family, use Facebook, Skype or phone. Yeah, we've got the fucking internet, so stay the fuck at home.
From LA through to Berlin, from Wuhan through to Rome, there's people dying every day. Please stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Don't you be a fucking dick.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Don't you be a fucking dick.
Stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home.
Alrighty, folks, thank you very much indeed. See you soon. Yes, indeed, 1st of March is also St. David's Day. You never know. Dashing Dave might do a guest appearance in The Fiddler. Thank you. Have a great rest of your evening.